Well, hello and welcome to another episode of At Home with the Willises. I am Nikki Willis and
I'm Jameen Willis.
I just got one question for you. What is a black job? But first, you're at home with the Willises. Okay, so before we get started, I want to remind you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that button right down there in the corner somewhere. And then also hit the bell so that you are notified every time we upload new content. Also, make sure you share. Thank you guys, those of you who have been sharing, who have been commenting, who have been liking. You guys are awesome. And we are building our Willis team fam. We're building the Willis team here on YouTube. So make sure you keep sharing, keep commenting. We'd love to see your comments, and we've got more content coming out as things arise.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Oh, also, because you guys have been so awesome at watching and sharing and all the things, if you are a business owner and you want to advertise on our channel, on our podcast, you can email Jen, our favorite person, at Jen, and that's JENN at thewillisteamlv.com, and she will get you all that information. But we would love to have you as a part of the Willis team here on our channel. Right, babe?
That's right.
All right. I think that's everything. Make sure, especially first-time home buyers and future home buyers that maybe already purchased a home, didn't have a good experience, all right? And I kind of want to press the reset button on the home buying process. Make sure you go out and get my book. It's called Before You Buy, Read This. And it talks about that whole mindset shift and gets you ready for the home buying process and then walks you through it. So make sure you do that at beforeyoubuyreadthis.com. All right, that's it.
You know what? I was just thinking about something the other day.
What?
You kind of cut me out. Like,
What I do?
most people, when they have like a book come out or something, like I should have did like the forward or something on here. Like,
I
couldn't get
it
on
was
the
my first
forward.
one. Okay, so this has been
You'd
my
be like,
my
I
first
owe
one.
it all to my loving, devoted husband. If it wasn't for him,
That's
I wouldn't
gonna come
have
out in
never
the
been
next
in real
book.
estate. Or
That's gonna come out
nothing.
in the next book. I'm trying to help the people, babe. I'm trying to help the people.
That's all
We'll
right.
talk about you next time.
Sorry. In my defense, this has been very interesting trying to get this book published. Obviously, it's my first book ever. I'm going through a specific company, which I think I might talk about that a little in another podcast. Y'all just stay tuned. Because
Sorry, we're
I
gonna
just
work
need to
out
talk
it.
about my experience.
Kinks and bugs with your book, and then I'm gonna
Lots of kinks.
come out with mine.
Lots
but I'm
of
gonna
bugs.
put you in the forward. I'm gonna be
You
like,
gonna put me in there?
nah, cause you ain't letting me do it. Mm-mm.
Well, it can't be no eye for an eye. Go ahead and put me in there. You coming out in the next one? Because you've been in real estate for 20.
That's why I should have been on did the forward.
I
That's all
also
right.
like
That's
to
all
shout out my husband for the being.
It's too late.
All right, sorry. All right, well let's get into these topics.
You know, it's like every day you wake up and something could just be crazy be going on. Like now, it's just like
Y'all almost ruined my vacation /
it's
birthday.
like a different world. Like you wake up in the morning and be like, oh, we in a war. Or wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
oh, this president gone. Oh, this a new president. It's just like you
Yeah.
could wake up in the morning and you just don't know what's going on, what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Very true.
But we're gonna talk about right now. It's like a snapshot of current events.
Yeah, and make sure you go ahead and chime in the comments. Now, be nice. Be nice. Everybody on the Willis team is nice. We share our opinions and all the things, but we like to keep it light. So if you're gonna comment, make sure you're nice, or else you will get blocked. Tink. All right. Anyway, let's hit it.
All right.
But first of all, I want to know: is podcasting a black job? Is this a black job?
I mean, we're black. Well,
We're
let's
doing
rephrase.
podcast.
We identify
As
as
black.
black.
Yeah.
Um,
Is real estate a black job?
it's a black job.
I don't know. All right. So, but see, if you haven't watched, I think it was like 2 podcasts ago when we were talking about, especially we as Black women, make sure you guard your heart this season, in this presidential election season, because as far as the vitriol that is coming out,
you know what
the hateration,
you know what a black job is?
Holleration.
A black job is just living and surviving in America right now. That's my definition of a black job.
No.
Because it's like you got, before all these things that are going on right now, it's always something that you have to think about, something to be mindful about. You got to be careful about this, or you got to remember this, what happened in the past. Or,
are you saying this from a perspective of a Black man?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the extra task that you have to do on top of everything that you already do.
Yeah.
Well, I said no because you made it sound like everybody that got a black job. Everybody don't have a black job.
No, what I'm saying is, forget the whole black job thing. A black job is being a black person living in America, just waking up in the morning and surviving.
Yeah.
Like, it's a job to be Black in America right now, because like that's the biggest thing that I don't like about politics and Democrat and Republican. It's like the country is divided. Like normally when it's not in an election year or people are not at odds, you can sit down and have a conversation with somebody, but now you gotta be like, oh, I can't bring up politics. Or if this person, you don't know if they feel strongly about this. So like you would normally have a regular conversation with somebody. Now you gotta like, oh, let me check the temperature and see if everything is okay.
Yeah.
On
That's
top
what gets
of
people
all
going,
the
religion and politics.
George Floyd and Trayvon Martin, like,
Yeah.
it's just his job to wake up and think about what am I supposed to be mindful of today?
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like if you're watching our podcast, you probably don't live under a rock. But let's like catch people up on like what we're even talking about, because former President Trump, the now Republican candidate for this year, he was saying that immigration was taking away black jobs. That was one of the many things that he has said. Mm-hmm. And so I put everybody into a tailspin. Wait a minute, what is a black job? Like, what are you talking about? Of course, he didn't define it. He just kind of let it ride. One of the things that I love about us as a culture is we can't take nothing seriously.
Right.
So everything, people started posting things about, what a black job is, or, being funny about it. You can obviously look up hashtag black jobs and see all of them. So some of them were pretty funny, but in all seriousness, talking about, what a black job is. One of my favorite ones, I don't know if you saw it, and Jen, I don't know if you saw it, was a whole bunch of like black men executives. They were on a golf course, and somebody was saying like, what's a black job? Like, what do you do? But essentially saying, what do you do? And I mean, these men were saying, oh, I'm president of something. I'm in the C-suite. I'm chiropractor. I'm this, I'm that. Like these high level, I'm a lawyer, all these things. He's like, I mean, I guess that's a black job, which I absolutely loved, because I mean, it was really nonsense about what he was saying. But it definitely sent everybody into a tailspin. There aren't any black jobs. But remember when, what's her name? Was it on The View? Was it The View? When, Kelly Osbourne was like, she said, it's not funny, but she said, they were talking about immigration and everything like that. And she goes, who do you think is going to clean your toilets, Donald Trump? Remember? Y'all remember that? She was trying to have the backs of immigration and like people that were being discriminated against just because of their color and everything.
So that's a Hispanic
job. And she goes,
job.
who do you think is going to clean your toilets, Donald Trump? And Sunny, she's a lawyer, by the way. She was like, Oh,
are you serious?
No, yeah, she was like, oh no, the whole crowd started booing and everything. It was not a good.
Is
look
Whoopi
for her.
Goldberg still on that show? I feel like she walk off like every once a month.
Whoopi don't be. She be tired of these ladies.
I love Whoopi Goldberg.
Whatever the show is, will be still on there. But I feel like there's two of them. There's one that's the View, and the other one is something else.
The Talk.
Okay, see, you
The
see how
Talk.
it's the same.
Yeah,
The View,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Talk,
the Talk.
the Real. I used to watch
Oh,
the
the
Real.
Real.
Okay.
Y'all remember the Real? Is that a black job? No, I'm just kidding.
Me
okay.
and Nia used to watch the Real, but then they start putting it on streaming, and I was like, I ain't got time for this.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm
Wait,
saying all this.
you know
to
we
say-
haven't got to the first current event yet.
Oh, I thought we was already in. Oh, my bad. Listen, I skimmed. Those of y'all who know me, I looked at the docket. Okay, I skimmed the docket. I thought we was hot and heavy. I thought we was in.
We are. I'm just saying we want to talk
Okay,
about.
well, you go ahead and introduce the topic then.
I mean, we
We
in
20
it.
minutes in.
We in it, but you know, we still on the black job part.
Oh, okay. Well, I was okay.
So I gave you my definition of a black job: just living and surviving in America. That's what
Yeah.
a black job is. Jen, what you got?
Oh, this is a panel. Go ahead, Jen.
No, I
No,
think
it's not a
that, like, as far as jobs go, or black jobs, or any of that, like, you get in where you fit in, and that's anybody, everybody. So if somebody else, who wherever they came from, if they were able to fit into your job better than you, that's on you.
To call something a black job is the definition of discrimination. Like, they're like, it's just wild that the world we live in right now, and somebody that's current, past, future president would call anything a black job.
I mean, we all know what he was implying. That's my thing. He's implying that black people, African American people, don't have the capacity to be in these high positions, high ranking positions, positions of leadership and all the things. He was also implying that other cultures, people from other countries, he's specifically referencing countries to the South, also don't have the capacity to be in positions of power, to be in positions of leadership, to be in the C-suite and things like that. That, for me, it was like, that should have been corrected, I think, by the Republican Party. They just let it ride. I don't know.
Let it all ride.
They let that stuff ride. You
Yeah.
hear me? They was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Like, what in the world? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, it was a whole lot in that statement, because basically he was trying to say, like, you know how right now they're talking about like affirmative action takes away jobs for like non-minorities or non-black people. So he tried to raise black people to the level like, hey, that's why we have to secure these borders so your black jobs will be taken. So he tried to like do something, but it was like underhanded.
It was one of those slaps, backwards slaps in the face.
Yeah.
To all minorities, essentially. Cause no, anybody, I'm with you, Jen, like anybody can clean it, has the capacity to clean a toilet, and anybody's got a capacity to run a business, run a Fortune 500 company. It depends on not has the capacity. It depends on your qualifications, your journey, and everything else. But to label something a black job, or to label a whole group of people as in these are the job types that you fit within, is egregious and dumb. Very, very dumb. Anyway, but he's also, can I say this?
Go ahead.
I feel like no, I was just saying. No, so the National Association of Black Journalists had invited both candidates, apparently. They invited both candidates. Vice President Harris could not make it, but Trump was like, I'm down, I'm in, come on, let's do this. So he shows up and completely just embarrasses himself, but he doesn't care about being embarrassed.
No
But
shame.
I mean, seriously, he embarrasses himself, but he also just, what's the word? Oh, he was horrible. He was so mean to
Oh, you mean
the
with
black journalists.
The black journalists with the interviewer?
Yeah, they interviewed him, and he doubled
he
down
felt
on everything.
attacked.
Of course, he felt attacked. I mean, this is insane. But he also questions the blackness of Vice President Kamala Harris.
Well, I guess it's fair game because when it's election year and you have somebody against somebody, they try to find the faults in people, and then they make a commercial about it, and then all this. So,
but April Ryan. If you go follow her on Instagram if you don't, she brought up such a good point. He's doing all the things that he did when he ran in 2016. Same thing, same song.
Well, why would he change it? It worked. He's a one-trick pony for real.
Very true. But what got him all of that attention in 2016 is not necessarily working as much as he thought it would this time around. So whoever's in his camp, they really need to figure out some other things other than birtherism. Oh, well, she, as far as I knew, she was Indian until, just a few years ago. Now she's black. Sir, come on. Like, these are just like flat out lies. And attacking her blackness as a white man is dumb. It's dumb. And you did that to Obama. Even like as you weren't even running, but he started that stuff back in 2008.
So why are people questioning her blackness? It's not just Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But so first of all, she's officially the Democratic candidate, and actually by the time this podcast comes out, she will have picked her running mate for vice president.
She picked him?
Yeah.
Already?
What's the update?
Oh, well, let's go ahead.
Tim Walz, Walz, out of Minnesota.
Oh, that's not who
Governor
we thought.
Tim Walz?
That's not who we thought.
Okay, Tim Walz. He is 60 years old. From the state of Minnesota. Wow, I was thinking that she was going to pick
Gavin Newsom. That's what I was.
No, I wasn't. No, not Gavin Newsom. What's the guy? He was an astronaut.
Oh.
I thought she was gonna pick Shapiro.
No, who? We should have voted. Done it. We should have said, okay, who
No, Shapiro was the guy. He's a Jewish guy, but he was in one of the swing states. So I thought she was gonna pick one of those states where it's like, it's like 5 or 6 states that's like supposed to be like a swing state. So.
No, what was the guy? Not Shapiro, not the candidates.
Anyway, so Vice President Harris.
Okay.
So there's a whole bunch
Walz.
of things. So what they're questioning her blackness. So her mother is Indian and her father is Jamaican. So like, I don't understand. Like, what's the question mark there?
Yeah, I mean, he tried to like go after like how she identifies, but even that was just very, very off. She's always identified as a black and Indian.
What's wrong with her laughing? The whole thing is like she laughs all the time. Like, is something wrong?
Dancing.
They hate us being
They hate it. Yeah, they don't want us being happy.
Yeah.
All this joy. Too
joy
much
is a problem.
Joy. What are you laughing at? What's so funny?
Yeah. So
honestly, we are quite spirited when we're laughing, though. So
yeah.
I love that. And we run when we laugh. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That's a culture thing.
It is. It is a culture thing.
No, that's from slavery. Remember?
Yeah.
To run when you laugh?
Yeah, because you're not supposed to laugh like when something happens.
Because you're not supposed to be happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're supposed to like it's just something that just inherently began to happen where you run so people won't see you like laugh.
Yeah.
I read it somewhere. Don't quote me on it, y'all. And don't get in my comments talking about that's wrong, whatever. Do your own research. But
it just feels better when you get a little. You either run,
you get a little trotty,
or you hit something. It just feels a little better when you do it.
We're such spirited people. I love it.
And
I
also,
love
when you
it.
laugh, it's like when you say I was weak, you actually do get a little weak when you laugh. Like you kind of just automatically fall
When
out.
it's hilarious, I'm weak. I'm
Yeah.
definitely weak. Are you weak when you laugh? Jen, do you get weak?
Not quite as much.
So on the Democratic side,
All right.
a lot of people feel, not a lot of people, some people feel like Vice President Harris was forced on I say us, but the Democratic Party feel like because they didn't have the ability to vote for her, so they didn't vote for her on a primary, and when she was the vice president, it's not like, okay, we vote for the president, we vote for the vice president. If the president wins, the vice president, it's like a package deal. So a lot of Democratic Party people are feeling like they were forced to go with her because it was too late to kind of pull together and do something.
No.
So
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Stay
it,
ready, you
Jen.
have to get ready. And so that's interesting. The other interesting thing is she was likely to have raised more money in a 24-hour period than any other candidate in U.S. history.
That's pretty dope.
So
That is pretty dope. I know, let's see, black women got together and raised, what, $1 million? Was it $1 million?
It has to be more than that.
no, it was way more than that.
Way more than that. So they got together first. White women got together. And then white men got together.
Everybody.
The cat ladies got together the other day.
Did the cat ladies
cat
get together?
ladies,
Yeah, the
Come
cat
on,
ladies
cat
got together
ladies.
and they raised. The last I looked, it said 360,000 in the cat lady community.
Let's go.
Cat lady community. That's
Well,
funny.
listen, when you attack a group of people, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You see what I'm saying? I think that's a scripture somewhere in the Bible, but at least in mine. No, I'm just kidding. But I think it's
book of
going
cakes.
wrong when you begin to attack groups of people. You have been what is his name? The vice president candidate on the Republican side has been attacking people
J.D.
that don't Vance. He has been attacking people that don't have children. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, saying that people that have children should have more voting power and all kinds of stuff. Like, that's discrimination, first of all.
I'm just waiting for the dust to settle because it's going to be a whole soap opera this whole next.
Yeah, and it's only
months
August.
is
We haven't
gonna
even
be-
had the Democratic convention yet. Are you going? I'm not going. But we did talk about conventions last week.
It's like on the 4th or something, right?
No, it's like on the 16th, I believe. Where she will be officially nominated as
Yeah,
the
because
Democratic
they
candidate.
did their voting, so they're gonna like announce it at the event.
So they already did the voting?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
'Cause I thought it was
Moving
gonna
on
be at
from
the
all this
convention.
politics stuff.
Oh,
I got
okay.
politics.
No more politics.
Got politics overload.
Okay.
So, next current event is there is a current bidding war for the Las Vegas expansion NBA basketball team. So, there is a looming bidding war for the NBA expansion team expected
go.
to be granted to Las Vegas. And it's shaping up to be the most competitive and expensive sports team in U.S. history. So the NBA decided that they're going to have a brand new team, and then they're going to most likely bring back a team that used to be, which was the Seattle Supersonics. So they got rid of that team. They don't have that team anymore, and an expansion team is like a brand new city. So this
So they're gonna. Okay, wait. They're bringing back the Seattle.
two teams.
Okay.
They're adding two teams. One is going to be an expansion team. One is most likely going to be a former city like Seattle.
Okay.
I had no idea that we didn't have Supersonics anymore because I remember it from the song. I'm like, oh,
Supersonics, right?
well, no, 'cause the Lakers beat the Supersonics. That's the only thing I know about them.
baby.
I know nothing.
She said Supersonic. That's like throwback. I don't even know how you know that song. But anyways, the potential suitors of the team is LeBron James. He has a strong bid. And the backers of a company that owns Red Bull. So a lot of people don't know the parent company of Red Bull. They're in a bunch of stuff. So like music, entertainment, and now they
Yeah,
want
nice
to
little
get into
portfolio.
sports because Red Bull is a huge sponsor of sports, especially like race car stuff like that. So they're already in the
Sports
arena.
yeah.
So the total price tag, including the new arena, could hit a staggering $7 billion. So that's why you hear me say it all the time, Vegas is too big to fail. So this potential Las Vegas team is not even here yet. We don't know the name. We don't know the owner. But it's most likely going to be the most expensive sports team in U.S. history. And when you buy a team or start a team, that's just like the starting point. So like Jerry Jones, like when Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys team is now worth like 7-8 times what it was.
When he first bought
Yeah,
it.
and if you take like the like Jeannie Buss and the people with the Lakers organization, I was watching a documentary on Hulu about when they bought the Lakers. They bought these companies for like low millions, and now they're like $2 billion, $3 billion organization. So that's huge. It'll be really great because in the past, you have some really small minority owners, like your boy Usher is a minority owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You got Sierra and
Russell
Wilson. They own a portion of a hockey team.
Yeah. But a majority owner of an NBA basketball team, a black person, is like dope. Still no football. There's not one black owner in the NFL.
I thought Jay-Z was minority owner in something.
He used to have ownership in the Brooklyn Nets. So he basically was behind the group, but it was like, I forget his name, but it's like this Russian guy. They moved the Nets from New Jersey to Brooklyn. So Jay-Z was really instrumental in that. Okay. And when they built the Barclays, but there was some type of conflict in between being a owner of an NBA team and having a sports agency. So he opted to go with the sports agency over the team. But I think he made his money from switching it from New Jersey to Brooklyn. He was like, I'm cool.
Pull out. Exit strategy, cool. For sure. I get it.
Yeah, so
I hope LeBron gets it.
Yeah, so
I really do.
It could be, if it's not Las Vegas, there are some other places which are interesting. It's actually some places that may not even be in the U.S. It's like London is a potential place. Vancouver is a potential place.
London?
Yeah.
So every week somebody got to fly on over there?
What you mean?
You said London?
Yeah.
So when they're holding the NBA games, wouldn't people have to go there every week and come back over here every week?
That's a lot of games too.
Yeah, they already have a couple games in different places that don't have a team, and then you have the Toronto Raptors. So I already have a team in Canada already.
But that's not a plane ride across an ocean.
But I'm just saying Vancouver,
I know there's always a American football game that happens in across overseas every year.
Yeah, so they got some smaller places, but they're like less than 10% chance that they'll get one of the expansion teams.
I mean, we're gonna get an NBA team. We're definitely gonna get an NBA team.
They've been priming us because they have the summer league here. They start having the All-Star games here, so they already
the WNBA is rocking.
Yeah,
the Aces games.
Side note, I'm ready for them. The Olympics are cool, but they trying to give us bingo season ticket holders. I don't want no bingo. Y'all can go ahead and come on back. Start these games.
They had the Aces had a yoga day for their season ticket.
That's what I'm saying. Yoga, bingo. Come on back and let's get these games.
Well, they're just trying to keep us. I think it's great. They're adding value.
You ain't been to yoga?
No, I haven't.
Nothing.
Why didn't you go?
She just talks.
I didn't want to.
Anyway.
Thank you anyway.
So stay tuned to see if LeBron James gets the Las Vegas team or whatever.
I hope
team
he
it is.
does. And if he's open to some partnership,
they may even been some laws because I think there's some type of conflict in between playing in the NBA and owning a team, to where they want him to be involved so much they may even
Bend the
some
rules
laws. So he
I
can
mean,
still-
listen.
but he can
we done
probably
got
bow out.
Bronny in here.
By the time that happens, he should go ahead and, do his
Hang it
victory
up.
lap. Yeah.
I think he's waiting for Bryce to come on through. Wouldn't that be awesome? You got yourself and your 2 sons in the NBA. But he is my age.
That makes me feel like he's
39,
going to
40.
get it too, because, sorry, but Bronny James, I think he should have stayed in college one more year. But if he can get his son to get drafted, he should be able to get this NBA team.
Yes.
So,
He has a lot of pull.
yeah.
A whole lot of pull. All right. Sports. More sports. The Olympics are happening right now.
Yep.
And it has been bringing me great joy. Have you been watching, Jen?
Yes.
Have you been watching? I want to know what you've been watching. I want to know what your favorite sports are, because I don't know about you, but water polo, 100% my favorite sport now. Also rugby. Yes. Particularly women's rugby. I am a fan. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Y'all didn't watch it?
I like the marksman where he just had some glass and he just came up there and took care
He
of
did.
it. Everybody else had on
The
these
sharpshooter.
Inspector Gadget, special lens,
But
and
that
special
didn't like
gun.
make you nervous though.
Nah.
He got it.
It's people
I mean,
out
my
here
man
that-
was like,
Thug life.
right, yeah.
everybody else got like scopes and all
Yeah,
this
they had
stuff.
3 lenses in
He just
one.
walked up there and was like, he had like a hand on his hip type thing. It was like,
No, he had his hand in his pocket.
oh yeah, hand in his pocket. Pop. I'm like, I want to be his friend, because definitely don't want to be on the wrong side.
I feel like I could get in there on a couple games. Like, it's some silly stuff. Some of them
What?
in the Olympics. Like,
Okay, what sport
I'm gonna do the little
would
thing,
you?
take the little ball
How would
and
you
then spin
represent
around.
it?
Yeah, you got to be really strong.
You
to do
gotta
that.
be. Yeah, that's a heavy
Like, they throwing that ball seem like miles, but
Yeah.
it's going far.
Nothing.
javelin throw.
Nothing in the water. No water polo. No swimming.
It's okay, Jameen. I
None
can't
of
swim either.
None
What I
of
can't
that.
do. I'm doing synchronized swimming.
You're not doing.
I'm
this.
doing it.
Swimming.
Oh, listen. When you get to diving in there and they throw you up in there,
That's how they do it?
yeah.
What they do? Oh,
Like that.
okay. All right. So let's talk some
Simone
numbers.
Biles. Oh, talk numbers. Sorry.
As of this week, well, as of yesterday, the
Yes.
U.S. has 79 medals so far,
Woo.
including 21 gold,
Uh-huh.
30 silver, and 28 bronze medals so far.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already drama in the Olympics too. So they had the what do you call the track runners?
Oh, the men's 100.
No, the women's.
Oh,
So apparently they didn't let Sha'Carri
Richardson
Sha'Carri Richardson, and then what's the one lady from
and Shelly Ann Price.
yeah, so they didn't let them in the warm up gate. So they had to walk like an hour to get in where they were supposed to get in. So they missed the warm ups, and they've been walking for an hour. And they said that's the reason why she only got silver instead of gold. And then the other,
Shelly Ann Fraser Price dropped out.
she dropped out because she felt like she couldn't win because she didn't have a chance to warm up. So that was a little drama.
Isn't that interesting, ladies and gentlemen?
I don't like it.
Right?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting because if you haven't watched the Netflix special called Sprint, it was very interesting. I watched it this a couple weeks ago, but it followed Sha'Carri Richardson. It followed Sharika Jackson from Jamaica. Followed her journey. It followed what's his name? The fastest man on earth now.
Usain Bolt?
No, the new one.
I don't know.
Noah Lyles, yep, followed him and a couple of other runners as well, and it followed their journey up through to the world championships last year, and sprint part 2 is supposed to come out and it follows their journey through the Olympic Games, which is going to be very, very interesting. So Netflix, I hope you were in there. I hope you were in their faces. I hope you were following Shelly Ann Fraser Price for the whole hour. I want the scoop. I want the details, because I think that there's going to be so much drama that comes out in Sprint Part 2. Anyway.
So this is for anything that you get into. This idea that she said, okay, based on what just happened, I don't think that I can win, so I'm not gonna do it. Don't let them count you out before you even tried it. Wait a minute, because the other lady walked that same amount as you, and she got a silver medal. So
yeah, but
she's new. This is her first Olympics, right?
Who?
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes.
So the other lady, she's kind of an OG. She
probably
know what she can. Yeah, she know what she's capable of doing.
If I've been, the GOAT and representing my country and everything else, and I know, because those of us now in our upper 30s, lower 40s,
don't say upper 30s.
39
you ain't in there.
plus.
You ain't in there no more.
When your body is like, something ain't right. And if this was going to be her final Olympics, like, why get out here and embarrass yourself? Just bow out.
That's like me. When I go to play basketball with Jonathan, I know I got to stretch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just going to go out there and just, hamstring all jacked up, back.
Yeah.
Nah, if I don't get a chance to stretch, I ain't going out there just shooting.
Yeah, nope. Jonathan's getting good.
I ain't going to do it.
He's getting good. You need to really stretch.
The Aces are taking care of business.
Okay.
They're in the
I've only
Olympics.
watched a couple of their games.
You got Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
You got Gray. You got
Kelsey
Plum, and you have
Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie Young. So yeah, the Aces are definitely
they're still in it.
There's a couple. There's been also some Aces in representing different countries. Megan, she's representing Spain, I believe, and then what's the girl that just came over?
I don't know, but that's so weird because I feel like, dang, the USA was like, you got, even like if you don't take basketball out the equation, you got like the guy, what's the guy that's super fast in the swimming?
Leon
Marchand. He goes to Arizona State.
Yes, he does.
There was another guy who, the pole vaulter for Sweden, and he was born in Louisiana and went to school with Sha'Carri.
Wow.
I don't know how to do it.
I don't. It's okay. So
you have like some of the NBA players like Jokic and.
I need to read the rules. Like, how do you qualify?
You have to be born in another country. Like
no, you don't.
Camila Cardoso, she's from Brazil.
Yes, she is. She didn't. Did Brazil have a basketball team? A women's basketball team?
I think so.
I don't know, but if what you're saying is correct, and he's representing Sweden, and then
his
Tiffany
mom is Swedish.
Yeah, I think you got to be born.
Is representing
you have to be
another
born
country.
There. You or your parents have to be born, and then
I
you
think it was
be
the parent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it was another girl who is representing, I don't know, but she's in Maryland. She spent her whole life in Maryland. And she's representing somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So the United States women's soccer are still in it. The men's USA, they're the semifinals.
Okay.
Of course, the women's basketball.
The 3-on-3 men, they lost.
I never seen that. I don't know nothing about that.
They weren't doing good at all.
Oh, really?
No. But but Noah Lyles, he did win the 100. Did they do the men's 200 yet? Because wasn't he supposed to do both?
I don't know.
If
they got to the
12th.
It's on the 12th.
Maybe it hasn't happened yet, or maybe I missed it. But that one was a photo finish, and I'm talking about 5,000ths of a second. And it was only because, he and two other men crossed the line at the same time. But because he leaned in and his, a runner explained this, and I watched it. Because his torso crossed the line first, he was the one that got
I saw the other two people's feet, and I was like, he lost.
I know, but it's your torso.
That's why
so
you gotta
that's
go
why
by the
you
rules.
lean in and you don't it. Isn't that something? So your form, your posture, your form, it all counts.
Mm-hmm.
So that man lost because he didn't lean in.
Did you see the
Oh,
lady?
that's a word.
The
Ooh,
lady.
that's a word.
Didn't
You
lean
need
in.
to lean in. Okay, you are close to the finish line, but watch your form. Watch how you doing business. Watch how you are running this race, because one simple slip, one simple mistake can cause you to lose first place. Lean in.
All right, Sister Nikki. You see the lady from Russia saying Simone Biles is like untalented and all this stuff.
Hateration, holleration in this dancery. Ma'am, first of all, you can't do any of the things that she's done. She's also mad that Simone Biles literally created skills and stunts and stuff, named them out, and she named them after herself. So that lady is such a hater. Boo. But did you hear that she's retiring?
Who?
Simone Biles is retiring.
Yeah, it's like, what else are you gonna do?
Beat the brakes off of everybody else coming.
Nah, it gets old after a while.
I don't. Not old to me. Simone, if you want to keep going, you can. But her thing also was, people kept asking her, like the news people were asking her, okay, what are you gonna do next? She's like, I just got this goal. Leave me alone. Let me marinate in it for a minute. And I do believe, like, when people have wins and stuff, like, let them stop and smell the roses. They worked really hard to get to this moment. Let them live in this moment. Even though I do, from a journalism standpoint, I mean, what else are you gonna ask?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
How you feel about this win? I won again. I'm the GOAT.
Yeah. But anyway, love Simone Biles. She has competed. We've watched her grow up in this competition.
10 years, right?
Yeah, and she's done a phenomenal job. She got her golds, honey. She got her medals. And my thing was watching her cheer on everyone else. That I thought truly makes her the GOAT, because I mean, she better than all of them out there. But, cheering on your teammates, cheering on other countries, being a good sport. Oh, wow. I think that speaks volumes to her, how she has grown into a woman and her character and everything. So shout out to you, Simone Biles. When you watch this episode, we love you.
All right. So the last thing about the Olympics, apparently it goes down in the athletes' village. So if you win or not, apparently you can kind of hang out in the athletes' village until things are over.
Okay.
Well, they have this one young lady. Her name is Luana Alonso, and she came to Paris as a member of the, I might butcher this up, it's Paraguay, right?
Yeah,
Paraguayan swim
Paraguayan,
team,
yeah.
but she didn't qualify for the semifinals in the 100-meter butterfly. So she placed 6th. So she got booted. So apparently this lady is so hot. She's like a distraction from the teammates. So they kicked her out of the athletes' village. Because
They kicked her out because she was pretty?
Yeah, because they gawking over her. And they
Listen,
said
that's how
she was
rumors get started.
Yeah.
She
What
was a
happened
distraction.
was when she didn't meet the qualifications, she announced that she was retiring from swimming. So here you are, in addition to it's one thing if you didn't make it, but now you saying you quit. You quit the team. You retired.
Like
Why
that
are you still
day?
here? You're not even on the team anymore.
So she was,
But she said, I quit, but I'm going to hang out in the athletes' village so you can eat, you can train,
you are no longer an
socialize.
athlete. You
You're
retired
gone. Yeah.
yesterday.
The general,
The
the general manager,
they're
Larissa.
saying she's. People drive me insane when they write these
They said
skewed.
they said she was so hot she had an inappropriate effect on the team. So that's just
I think
what
that's
the
an
people
attitude
said.
issue. Like you need to. Sounds like you have a hot temper.
Yeah.
Sounds like
she didn't qualify.
Yeah, sounds
and
like
she announced that she retired.
Took
Yeah.
your
So they were like, go
and-
home.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have. I'd have been like, "What you doing here?"
Why would she do that? All she had to do was announce she was retiring
After
after
the
she
fact.
hung out.
Yeah,
and
but no,
if
she took it
went
to
party.
Instagram. Like, hey, well, since I didn't make it, I'm done here.
I'm
I'm not swimming anymore. Goodbye, swimming.
No, this is so funny. I was judging a national pageant not too long ago, and a lady didn't win anything. This was for preliminaries, and so she took to Instagram, tagged the pageant system, and said she is quitting and all this stuff. And I was like, interesting. Stop, y'all grow up. Grow up. And if you're gonna pout by yourself. Like, do that.
It could have been a group
And
text.
close, yeah. Don't share with the rest of the group, or don't share like with the rest of the world. Keep it to your little people that you can trust too, because some people will screenshot your stuff. But anyway, give it to God is what I'm saying. Don't give it to the world. Okay.
All right, so this is one of our favorite shows, Power. 50 Cent is still winning. So there was a man who basically said the whole Power show, the ghost character was based off of his life. And the actual writer of the show, Courtney Kemp, her father was apparently cool with this guy.
Okay.
The guy gave her father like this, basically a CD that basically went over his life, and he was supposed to be this ghost character. So he's been trying to come after 50 Cent and Courtney Kemp for a few years now, and I guess they actually had the court case or whatever. So he was suing 50 Cent for $1 billion for Power. So he lost and 50 Cent won.
Yeah.
But the guy was saying that he faced intimidation from 50 Cent, saying people says drop the lawsuit. People was pulling up to his house allegedly. But they were saying that there's a ghost in every city, like a drug dealer trying to turn good. Like, you can't say that's your life. Or
you can't trademark like that.
And-
That story.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, your nickname may have been Ghost, but that's the whole point of being a criminal is you basically be a ghost to where people don't know who you
And I mean,
are.
isn't he like self-incriminating?
No, he went to jail. Like, he
Oh,
went
he
to
already went
prison
to
for it.
jail.
Yeah. So it was like,
Oh, she
I
said
went to
double
prison.
jeopardy. I'm getting mine.
yeah.
So he went after him and.
So he
didn't-
sued Lionsgate for $300 million, accusing them of not monitoring wherever they got the life story from.
Okay.
He said he faced intimidation and stuff. So he actually lost the lawsuit. So what do y'all think about that? Like,
You know, unless there was no copyright infringement. There was no, like, you don't have anything legally, you know? If he would have, and if someone's in copywriting or trademarking that watches this, comment below on this, because I would love to hear your comments. But there was nothing that was copywritten or trademarked or anything like that. Like, you can't trademark the name Ghost, and maybe he tried. I don't know. But there was nothing legally that was protecting him.
well,
So-
that's funny because they say like whoever has the most money wins. Because I went to this class one time, and this lady talked about how her and her friend, they developed like this. It was either a logo or a saying, and she actually had it trademarked and everything. But because Pepsi used the logo for something, it was a soft drink or something. It was either a logo or a phrase. But because they went to court and Pepsi had so much money, like for them to fight it, even though they had the trademark and everything,
Yeah.
like Pepsi had way more money than them, and they eventually like lost, even though they had the trademark. So it's kind of like whoever has the most money wins. Like if you go after somebody that has the same caliber of attorneys or legal power than you, it's a good chance that you'll win. Or if somebody tried to start a business and they stole your name,
Yeah.
then you have a trademark. But if it's like this huge multi-billion-dollar corporation, sometimes even if you have a trademark or a patent, sometimes it could be like the biggest person. Big bank take little bank.
Yeah, I mean, those are it's always. I mean, I'm sure trademark lawyers and copyright lawyers and stuff, they will say it's like black and white. But I know like timing is a thing. It's not necessarily like the first person to invent it or create it, but it's the first person to market. Like, so all kinds of different little nuances and things like that. But I think lesson here is like, if that is your story and that's your original story, protect it. Protect it at all costs. If that's
now think about it.
Whatever intellectual property that you have, protect it.
I don't believe this dude. You know why? Because I watched this show produced by 50 Cent. I can't think of the name right now, but it came on like ABC. And the guy went to jail. I forgot his name, but it was a really good show. I can't think of the name of it.
I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
But it was based on this guy's...
This is a husband-wife there.
It was based on this guy's life, and he went to jail, and he became his own attorney.
Yeah.
And he started representing other people in jail.
Yeah.
They paid him for that. So if this was his real story, why wouldn't they pay him for that? And they have BMF. That's based on somebody's life. So if you was the actual ghost character, they would have just broke you off some money, just like they did BMF. And I think was it called A Man Apart or something? It had Joy Bryan in it. I like Joy Bryan too.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Go ahead.
So they paid him.
Yeah.
That was a 50 Cent show. They did BMF. That was a 50 Cent show. So if this was really your life, I feel like if it really was, they would have paid him.
That wasn't
And
good.
just take it as, hey, I lived such an amazing life that they made a show about my life. Like, you know.
No, I want the money. I don't want to feel like, oh, that was really nice of you guys to think of me. No, give me the money.
Yeah, but nobody knows who this dude is. Like, even the attorney, like he has some type of, you know, or BMF, like people know who Big Meech was and Terry and stuff like that. So I don't, it could have happened, but I don't know. It's questionable. So why would he pay those two people? Be like, nah, we ain't gonna pay you, dude. Like,
right. I don't know. But man, it's got me. I'm like trying to figure out
the name of the show.
Yeah, the name of that show. All right. Continue.
Right. Well, speaking of money, this is a light part right here. So, $300 million off of orange juice. That's the last current event of the day.
Okay.
So this man, he took back some orange juice, returned the orange juice. So here's the backstory. So the wife was like, "Why you buy that orange juice?" It was like $7. Take it back. He was like, "I'm thirsty. I wanted some orange juice." She was like, "Take that mess back. We can't afford it right now." So the guy, let me pull up the story here.
Face right now.
I don't know where we're going with this.
So the guy, he was 56 years old. He just refinanced his home to cover the cost of his kids' college tuition. So him and his wife, they was trying to like save money, keep spending to a minimum. He went and bought some orange juice, and his wife was like, "Take that back. That's too expensive." So the guy goes back to return the orange juice that he bought, spent the difference from returning the orange juice on a Powerball ticket, and won $300 and $15 million off of returning the orange juice ticket.
Yes.
So I thought that was a pretty interesting and dope story that he returned the orange juice and got $315 million off of Powerball.
Imagine that.
So listen, my daddy plays the lottery every day.
Does it really?
Every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I would have no idea if he's won. My daddy could have won that $300 million a couple of years ago, and he would have never said a word.
That's how my granddaddy was. I would buy
not a
my
word.
granddaddy scratch offs for his birthday and stuff, and he would sit in the corner and scratch them off. And if he won, you wouldn't know. If he lost, you wouldn't know. You have to ask him. You'd be like, "Did you win anything?" And he'd be like, "Yeah." That's all he would say.
That's it.
He wouldn't say nothing. He would just
amount.
go scratch off. But yeah, I actually like the lottery. It's like $2. Like, it's not like I'm going to the casino putting $1,000 on red, or I'm in the casino smoking cigarettes with an oxygen tank like in there all day. It's like I paid $2. I may win $1 billion off of $2, but I don't like driving 45 minutes to California to play.
Yeah.
Like I don't have time to be hitting the thing, pushing the thing down in the casino. I actually like the lottery.
I just feel like we live a pretty risky life anyway. So
It's $2.
but every day.
Look, I'm about to be 40. He has played every day that I've known him.
Wow.
That's
So
$60 a month.
Times
Not that much.
40 years.
40 years.
But I'm
So
sure that he's
$60
hit some big money in those
Yeah,
40 years,
I'm
at
sure
least
he
a time or
has.
two.
Yeah.
But most people, it's always, I mean, that's what the whole lottery thing is. That's what gambling is. It's always like, it could be me. And that's why people keep doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just not that person. All right.
But that's pretty dope that they were
But
trying
hey.
to save money. They was like so diligent. It was like $5 for some orange juice. Take that back.
Mm-hmm.
315 million.
Not bad. Let me go ahead and take something back. It's like I'm just kidding. Okay. A real estate minute of the day. Super quick one. If you are going to get a mortgage for your home, and most first-time home buyers use a mortgage. If you're going to have a mortgage, then your credit score is going to be very important. And here's what I'm going to say. Do not be 30 days late on any payment. Being 30 days late can actually decrease your credit score up to 70 plus points. Just being 30 days late on one thing. So make sure if you are going to be purchasing a home in the near future that you are paying everything on time. If you've had a couple slip ups, a couple mishaps, go ahead and call those companies. See if you can work something out and then try to negotiate with them to see if they can drop those 30-day notices. So that could definitely help increase your credit score. All right, that's your real estate minute of the day.
I got one more side note.
Yes.
You know, when I found out that I was out here on my own and I had to like build my own family legacy and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I was talking to my dad. This was like years ago, like probably almost 10 years ago. My dad told me his credit score was 100. That's when I figured out, you know, I need to go ahead and start building my own legacy and things here. Cause I'm not really, nothing's gonna really transfer over and pass on to me. Side note, I got the highest credit score I ever had in my whole entire life. I'm like super proud of that. Because my credit score wasn't 100, but it was pretty low when we first moved here to Las Vegas.
Potential.
It was
potential.
lost, you know what I'm saying? Like Kanye said, I got these plans, you know. Plans are planning now, but
Yes.
yeah. But yeah.
That's why it's important to have a vision, y'all, and work hard at it. All right, y'all. Well, this has been fun. Thank you guys for joining us. Black jobs. It's not a thing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing at all.
Just living in America.
That's right. That's right. And striving in America. Also, hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's got to be somewhere right there. Yep, hit that. Also, hit the bell. Make sure you are notified every time we upload new content. Visit us at thewillesteamlv.com. If you are moving here, if you're considering moving to Las Vegas, we'd be happy to help. If you want to work with the Willis team, if you want us to help you purchase a home, sell a home, somewhere in the nation, we can also help you as well. Just visit us at thewillesteamlv.com. All right, guys, well, have a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye.